When I was 4, my family and I lived in a small town on the island of Luzon. My father's farm had been destroyed by the flood in 1918, so we moved to town several years later. Though my father preferred the countryside, we had no choice but to settle in town where our nearest neighbor was a wealthy man.
Oh mga anak, narito na tayo.
Wow, Tay! Ang ganda naman ng bahay!
Oo nga! At ang laki pa!
Ano ba kayo? Ito ang bahay natin.
The rich man's children rarely left their house. His children stayed behind closed windows, while we, the children of the poor family next door, spent our days playing and laughing in the sun. The aroma of food from the rich man's house often filled the air. His servants were constantly frying or roasting something delicious. The smell would drift down to us, tempting and filling our senses. On some mornings, our entire family stood outside his house, savoring the heavenly scent.
Mga anak, kain na! Nakahain na! Ang sarap naman!
Isipin nyo na lang na ang mga naamoy nyong aroma ang siyang ulam natin. Hala, sige, kumain lang kayo ng marami.
One day, the rich man appeared at the window and stood there a long time. He looked at us one by one who had grown fat in laughing, and whose arms and legs were like the malave, which is the sturdiest tree in the Philippines. Despite our humble circumstances, my family was healthy and full of life. We spent our days outdoors, bathing in the cool river and laughing together. Our neighbors often joined us in our cheerful moments. In contrast, the rich man's children grew pale and sickly. Over time, their health deteriorated, while we became even more robust and happy. Eventually, the rich man and his family began coughing, a sound that echoed like barking seals. We wondered what caused their illness. It wasn't hunger, as their servants continued to cook elaborate meals. One day, the rich man slammed his windows shut and ordered to them to stay that way. Yet, no matter how tightly the windows were closed, the aromas of his food still float to us on the breeze. One morning, a policeman arrived at our home with a sealed letter.
Tao po! Tao po!
Ano ho nga atin?
Kayo po ay iniimbitahan sa korte sa kadahilan ng kayo po ay inakusahang nagnakaw ng aroma ng pagkain at kayamanan.
The rich man had filed a complaint against us. The clerk explained that the rich man accused us of stealing the spirit of his wealth in food. When the court date arrived, we were the first to arrive. The rich man entered, looking frail in age, accompanied by his lawyer. The courtroom filled with spectators as the judge took his seat.
May abogado ka po ba upang depensahan ka?
Wala po, Your Honor. Hindi ko po kailangan.
Sige, ipagpatuloy.
Ginoong CJ Acosta, laban kay Vito Castillo, akusado.
Diringgin ng hukumang ito ang kaso ni Ginoong CJ Acosta laban sa inakusahan si Ginoong Vito Castillo. Ano ang inyong reklamo? Tinakaw po ng nasasakdal ang dikapina at sustansya ng aming pagkain, Your Honor.
Ngunit inaamin mo ba, ikaw at ang iyong pamilya ay lumalanghap ng
aroma ng pagkain?
Opo.
At ikaw ba, sumasang-ayon habang ang kabilang pamilya ay matamlay at sakitin? At ang iyong pamilya ay malakas at malusog?
Opo.
How do you explain this?
Gusto kong makita ang mga bata.
The judge ordered the rich man's children to be brought in. When they appeared, everyone gasped at their pale and frail appearances. Their children sat silently, staring at the floor. Father looked at them thoughtfully before speaking.
Sinasabi mo bang ako at ang aking pamilya ay ninanakaw ang espiritu ng kayamanan at inyong pagkain? Kung kaya't ang iyong mga anak ay malungkot at sakitin, habang ang akin ay malusog at masaya?
Oo!
Kung kayo'y, babayaran namin kayo ngayon din.
He took my straw hat and began filling it with coins from his pocket.
Narinig niyo ba yon?
Hear what?
Ang espiritu ng pera.
Oo, narinig ko.
Kung gayon, ako at ang aking pamilya ay bayad na.
The rich man collapsed in silence, and his lawyer rushed to his side. The judge pounded his gavel and announced,
Sarado na ang kaso.
Father strutted proudly around the courtroom as the judge came down from his bench to shake his hand. My sister started laughing, and soon we all joined in.